Pepperland goes blue.
Hello viewers, Blue Meanie, Jeffrey, Sweet Blue, with the RotorX team here. I just want to do a quick video. There have been several requests for people asking how to change the antenna. If you want to go from a little whip antenna to a standard style SMA, where you can use a antenna of your choice. It is pretty simple. There's some work involved, but it's pretty quick. I'm going to go over it here. I have done some of the pre-disassembly just to kind of speed with the time on this video. I do apologize for the sound you might be hearing. A very small workspace that includes a 3D printer, and it's currently printing some parts for me right now. So first thing you're going to have to do is you are going to have to remove your motors in order to pull the whole assembly apart. Once the motors are done, go ahead and pull the canopy off. After you remove the 2 screws from the top and the 2 that come through the bottom. A little pro tip here, you do not have to remove these all the way. If you remove them just enough to come out of the top of this, the canopy will be removed, but your camera stays nice and secure in there. It just helps with not losing parts. I lose a lot of parts. This helped me a lot. Alright, so once you've got that apart, the next thing you do is you have to remove the cube itself. Now again, I've done some pre-work on this, loosening it up just to make it a little bit quicker for the video. So again, it's just the 2 screws on the bottom that hold that plastic mounting plate in. Now if you followed my previous pro tip about the bottom of the mounting cube, if you only stick that 3M tape on one side versus both sides, you're going to save yourself a headache of trying to pry this piece off of the frame. It is doable. In a normal circumstance, this is going to be pretty stuck on here because of that 3M tape, and you're going to have to take a small screwdriver and very carefully just start to pry up around the edges, and eventually you'll get it off. It'll look kind of like this. Probably best to replace it, just because this is going to be all thick in certain places, and it's not going to give you a very even seat on the frame. So toss that. So again, I've removed some of this stuff to help with speed. This particular one, I'm just using electrical tape on the frame to make sure that it's insulated from the 2 positive towers there. So the next step is to remove the 2 small screws, don't lose these, that attach the mounting plate to the bottom of the cube, just like so. Then this mounting plate will come off, and it's just a matter of very carefully popping this off, like so. Taking the other one, centering it on that little plug, and popping it in place, which is a little easier said than done. There you go. It shouldn't take too much force. If it seems like it's taking a lot of force, you're doing it wrong, stop. There's a very small pin in there, you don't want to damage it. And that's it. And then just reassemble it, put it back together. Make sure you use the little screws that attach this onto here. Otherwise it's going to move around, and it's just not going to help very much. You're probably going to get some wear on your cables from rubbing against the plastic in the bottom of the frame. Pretty simple, guys. Very easy. One tip is make sure that when you put it back together, this little plus symbol on the plastic is not a positive sign. It's actually designed to go right above that little connector, and it pushes down on it, making sure that it doesn't come loose. It goes right on top of that, pushes it down with some force. Alright guys, thanks for watching. It's a quick pro tip, how to change your antennas.